Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. Today, we're going to restore a classic. We're going to work on an original Sweet 16, the Hot Wheels Python. Now, there is a rare version of this car out there, and it was originally named the Cheetah. If you happen to come across this car and you see on the base that it says Cheetah, you've definitely got a very rare car there. Well, anyways, without further delay, we're going to go ahead and strip this down and clean it up and restore it and get it ready for that Sweet 16 giveaway that's going to be coming up soon. So stick around, grab your favorite cold beverage, and let's have some fun. Alright, I've already drilled out the posts. Now there's really not a lot to this car. This particular car was made in Hong Kong. They got the body here, looks like it had some decals on there at one time, and there's a lot of paint missing here, and it's just definitely tired. So we're going to restore it back to its original glory. Base isn't in too bad a shape, but it is tarnished up, so we're going to have to polish that up. It's going to need some tires because it didn't come with any. Windshield's in good shape, we're going to have to polish that up. The engine, this is how it's held in place, that little notch right there in the engine block and the interior. We're going to have to cover that up with a Molotow chrome pen and then take the interior and scrub it out with a toothbrush and some soapy water. Here we're putting the body into some citrus strip. Got a few other projects going on there. We're doing a color change, so we had to do it inside and out. Okay, here's what we got. We're going to have to go in here with some steel wool and Scotch-Brite pads, maybe some sandpaper. But we're going to shine this body up to make it look really good again. Just go over it as best as you can. Now, there wasn't a lot of toning on this car, which I was pretty happy with. Sometimes you can remove the toning with some sandpaper or a wire brush. But you got to be careful with that because you don't want to put too many deep scratches in there. If the toning is really bad, you just sand it down as best you can. You may have to go in and do a zinc plating. Now I do have a video on how to zinc plate cars, and you can check that out in the playlist section in the how-to section. We'll just keep scrubbing on this bad boy and get it ready to polish up, but it's going to look good when we're done here. We've got it all sanded up, now we're going to buff it out. I'm using the Blue Magic Metal Polish Cream, and we're going to buff it out to a high shine. Now, if I wanted this to look like a mirror, I could keep on sanding and using the steel wool and the Scotch-Brite pads and everything, and then polishing and polishing. You could do this for hours. Folks, it's not necessary to get this thing to a mirror shine. Although it does help and it does look cool. And if you see scratches on there, then you need to do a little bit more sanding to get those scratches out. But you haven't got to make it look like a mirror. Now, there's some guys out there that can really do it well, and they do a fantastic job and their cars look great. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that little bell to be alerted to any future videos that come out. Anyways, like I was saying, you could make this look like a mirror if you wanted to, and their cars look fantastic if you're willing to put hours upon hours into sanding and buffing and all that stuff that goes along with it. You can definitely do it. It just takes a lot of time. We'll just keep on buffing this out here and getting as many scratches out of it as we possibly can. And then when you're done, we're going to go ahead and put it in the degreaser and get the grease off there and the wax and anything else, all the residue and the silicones and stuff like that that we have from polishing this up. And we'll get it ready for some paint. Let's move on. Okay, we're going to put the base in a mixture of lime away and water, a 50-50 mixture, and we're going to scrub it down with a brass brush when we're done. Here we're going to start painting the car with some Spectra Flame Aqua. And this color is absolutely beautiful. If you've got a really nice shiny body on there and it's all polished up, man, I'll tell you. Now before I sprayed, I went ahead and I scrubbed the body down with some degreaser, some ZEP degreaser, Z-E-P. I got that at Lowe's, and you can get it at Lowe's, you can get it at Walmart, Home Depot, etc. Put down some tack coats, some very light mist coats, and make sure you're continually rotating the car as you paint. Now when we're finished with the paint job here and it's dried enough, we're going to come back in and we're going to spray the top with a black vinyl coat to make it look like a vinyl roof. That's just the way the cars were, at least the majority of them anyways. But man, this car is going to look absolutely beautiful when we're done. This is probably my favorite color when it comes to the Spectre Flame paints, the Spectre Flame Aqua. I absolutely love this color. Super nice. We'll build up a few more layers on here, but look at the gloss shine on this paint, and that's the way it dries too. Plus with the hardener you mix in there, you don't have to come back in and clear coat this, especially if you painted a vinyl roof. You don't want to do that, or you want to do it if you've done decals. Now if you put decals on and then you want to spray the roof after the clear coat. Mask off the area completely that you want to paint off, and then the black vinyl paint that you get from the Redline shop can be used right out of the bottle. Very, very lightly come in here and spray your vinyl top on. I'm going to reposition this here a little bit. There we go. Very light coats, and it dries fairly quick too. Now it may be dry, but it still may be a little bit soft, so you still want to let that set for a bit. Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and take off the tape we used to mask and see how it looks. Be real careful with this step right here. Now you want to peel this tape off right after you're done spraying the paint on. Even if you let it sit for a few minutes, that's pretty cool. But you don't want to take it off hours later, because the paint will stick to the tape, and if you go to peel it off, you're liable to peel the paint off with the tape, which will leave big chunks of paint missing, and you definitely don't want to do that. There we go. Look how nice that turned out. This black vinyl tape paint from the Redline shop is fantastic stuff. So if you've got a roof or something that you want to paint on a car and it calls for that black vinyl roof, this is the stuff to use. Because again, you can use it right out of the bottle, and if you don't use it all, you can pour it right back in the bottle. Good stuff. Now it's time to put on some wheels, and this bad boy here is screaming for some deep dish wheels. I just happened to get a shipment in from the Redline shop, and man, I was excited because I hadn't gotten any deep dish wheels before, but I had so many folks say, hey, you know, deep dish wheels look really cool on some of these cars. Well, they were right. Go to the Redline shop, check out what they're selling, and the wheels might not fit on some of the newer cars, but if you want to use their paints and their decals and stuff like that, John at the Redline shop has got a lot of stuff, so please check out his website, www.redlineshop.com. Put on the adjustment tool, put your wheels on, and we're ready to go. 2 smalls in the front, 2 medium meats in the back, and we're good to go. Here we've got all the pieces. We got this body, beautiful aqua paint job, and we've got the vinyl roof on the top there. That looks fantastic. We got the base. We polished that up, and we put on the brand new deep dish wheels. They look great. Polished up the windshield with the Meguiar's plastic polish. In the interior, we scrubbed it up. Now there's a little bit of missing chrome on top of the engine. We're going to touch that up when we get it inside the car. And this is what we started with. I think I got this car off of eBay, honestly, for like $2. It cost more to ship the darn thing. But man, I tell you, when you see the final results, that was definitely $2 well spent. We had to strip it down, repaint it, clean it up, clean the base up, put new tires on it, touch up the engine, and just give it a good overhaul. And man, I tell you, it was one rough looking Python, but man, what a beautiful car it turned out to be. And this is how it turned out. After detailing and polishing the car up, man, what a beautiful car. Now this car here is the last one of the Sweet 16 series that I have to do for the giveaway. And we're looking at giving that away in a very short amount of time here. So please stay tuned for some announcements. And man, I tell you, somebody's going to be extremely happy when they get this completely restored Sweet 16 set. Beautiful aqua color. The vinyl roof on top turned out fantastic. Those wonderful brand new wheels from the Redline shop. It just looks beautiful. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. And I hate to give it away, but hey, that's the way it goes, right? Beautiful stuff here. Now I've got a Patreon page, folks. And I want to thank my Patreon members. Hearst Drivers, Jim Silva, Stacy Wright, Daryl Begtel, Ronald Raby, Richard at Michio Woods Garage, Steve Terrence, and Tony Hughes. Gravediggers, Aaron Murphy, Ed Ostrander, Andrew Hitchens, Bob DeNice, Les Jenkins, Wade Hendricks, Trevor DeViz, Grizz Flowers, Chris Decker, thank you, sir, Sheriff Jeremy Chip Chase, welcome aboard, and new member Jonathan Hicks and his son, enjoying the page. Morticians, Jake Rademacher and Sam Pascal, and Grim Reaper level, William Robinson, Mr. K7, God bless you driving that truck, sir, and Dale Johnson, excuse me. But thank you so much. Guys, these guys help me out on this Patreon page, helping me with supplies to keep this page going. Please check out the link in the comments section and be a member of the Diecast Graveyard team. These folks here are what keeps my page going, and I definitely sure could use your help. Please sign up, be a Patreon member, and you'll get to see videos 1 to 2 days, if not more, ahead of time before they're released to the public. We'll do monthly drawings. We'll be able to do one-on-ones with you if you have questions about your own hobby. We'll do one-on-one video conferences if I can help you out with that. And we'll just have a great time, and it'll be great. We'll have some t-shirts coming out here, hopefully in the near future, and that's going to be cool too. But please check out the link for the Patreon membership in the comments section. Oh man, like I said, this has been a fantastic month, and hopefully this coronavirus thing is going to be almost over. I've been knocking out a video every couple days to keep you folks entertained during this pandemic, and like I said, you go through a lot of supplies as you're doing this stuff. So thank you for subscribing, and thank you for following me on YouTube. My name is Paul with Diecast Graveyard. I want to say God bless you, to your families, and you to please stay healthy during this pandemic. Thank you so much for subscribing to my page and watching my videos. And hang in there, and cheers.